I've got no idea how many cars are here. Keep walking, see what we can find. You can't park there, mate. I just want to take them all. Magnificent. G'day folks, Glenn Torrance, and welcome to another episode of Addicted to Cars. About 18 months ago, I heard about a big yard full of Volkswagens close to Canberra here in Australia. Now you guys and girls out there know how much we love a yard full of cars. So I found out more. I got in contact with the owner of this yard and asked him permission to go and have a bit of a look. And yeah, it's not actually a wrecking yard, it is a private collection, but we thought it was worth going back to have a bit of a sticky beak. This, boys and girls, is the result. Enjoy. I got no idea how many cars are here. I really could not be bothered counting. There's just dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens. But yeah, let's just keep walking, see what we can find. What's that one? 1500. What, 1970, I think? That had the 2 slots in the engine lid, didn't it, Cameron? That means, yeah, look, we're picking individual year models. Once you know a bit about Volkswagens, even though they all look the same, there's little differences, subtle differences in the body and in the chassis components. And yeah, you can pick the differences across the street. That's not a Beetle.
No.
Oh dear. You can't park there, mate. I just want to take them all. The bloke that owns all these cars used to run a Volkswagen specialist business. Look, a lot of the cars have been cut up for spare parts, but instead of sending the rest to scrap, he brought them all home, which is why they're all still here. Okay, there's hundreds of cars on this site, and a lot of the cars have given up some of their parts as spares, but there's a lot of cars here that could be put back on the road, I reckon. Good candidates for resurrection. I don't think too many of them have got engines in them, but the rest is viable. Oh, patina, isn't it wonderful? I like the look of that. Let's have a closer look. You know what? This actually looks to be a good shell. Volkswagens are notorious for rusting at the bottom of the A-pillar where the lower front door hinge, there's only one door on it, where the lower door hinge is, and through the inner wheel arch. This has got a little bubble of something there, but wow, I was seeing way worse cars than this 35 years ago. Let's keep looking. Oh, I don't really want to force that hinge. It's up on its side. No snakes. Oh, look. The truth has been revealed. That is a rusty sill. So no, we won't be doing anything with this. Will we, Cameron? No.
There's a couple more to choose from though.
Yeah, I saw another one or two around here somewhere. I'll pop up from this, which we've just determined to be too rusty. Like that L-Bug round screen. I really like the round screen cars. A lot of Volkswagen purists don't, but they're a better performance car. And I like making Volkswagens go really fast. So yeah, let's go and have a closer look at this one. 1970. Oh, damn. Oh, yep, he's got it. 1973 or 1974 model this car is. These later model Beetles are notorious for rusting through the rear quarter panel, if you like. The bodies are actually injected with an expanding foam in the factory, which kept the noise levels down from the engine into the cabin. Trouble is the foam traps moisture and it rusts the car from the inside out. This is really good. Right there. Oh, I won't go that way. Still looks good. Floor pan looks good. Inside the wheel arch looks good. Spare tyre well looks good. That wheel arch looks good. Getting a bit excited about this. Oh. Well, it's still got carpet in it, so the carpet hasn't fallen through. Minor rust underneath the battery. Volkswagens carry their starting battery below the back seat, behind the driver, and the battery produces acid and it rusts the floor. It's a problem that Volkswagen owners have had for 50 years. It's an easy fix. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. That's factory. No one's fixed that. 2 tiny bubbles of rust. I reckon we can do something with this.
Yeah, this could be a car.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yep. I wonder what he wants for it.
Good ask.
Yeah, it is. Now, all this stuff is a private collection. This is not a wrecking yard. The owner of all this, he is thinking about starting to sell all this stuff off, whole cars. I reckon you could do something with that car, but the owner's idea is eventually he's going to be selling all these as either projects or parts cars. So no, you won't be coming here to buy one bumper bar and a hubcap. But yeah, I reckon we might have to come back with a suitcase full of 50s, Cameron.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like this. I'm seeing some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, the front fell off. This guy, he's told us that he sent a lot of stuff overseas back in the day to repair European Volkswagens. Australia's lucky with our climate. Our cars last a lot longer. So a vehicle in Europe or UK, if it's rusty, you can fix it with Aussie car parts. So over there, we've got a couple of 1970s Beetles, my favourite to be honest. Another round screen Super Beetle, 1973, 74. That's a flat screen Super Beetle, 1971, 72. Look, you could do something with that. Actually, maybe you couldn't. There's a bit of rust in it, but hey, they're still here. They're still projects, I reckon. Oh dear. Folks, it's around about now that things start to get a little bit weird. We have to admit we lost some of the audio of the day, but we're going to make up for it. Aren't we, Cameron? Yeah. Keep enjoying this, folks. Okay, folks, it's a bit of a shame that we lost the audio to this car, but I'll do my absolute best. This is an oval window Beetle. This was the first shaped Beetle sold in Australia. It's named an oval window because it has an oval window. Yeah, righto. These cars... Hey, Cameron, can you just pause it? No, actually, don't worry about it. I'll just keep... Oh, okay, back to the oval window. This thing has been sitting here for a very long time, as you can see by all the lichen and crap hanging off it, but I kind of like lichen. What am I looking at here?
Oh, there was a street rod badge on the back, on the deck lid.
That's right, there was too. There's like a little cool badge. This
lid
car was a bit of a
standouts.
custom, wasn't it, Cameron?
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Had a bit of
So
stuff going
we're
on.
talking about a bit of a stuff. Yeah, it had 4 stud wheels. That means it's on a later model chassis or has a later model gearbox. Yeah, I look pretty happy there, don't I?
This thing was pretty funky inside.
That's it. Going back to probably, I don't know, 1975, this would have been a really cool little street ride back in the early days of, you know, 4-cylinder. What am I looking at here? I'll stop rambling. That is a custom door trim. It's got this like pleated vinyl stitching going on.
It was all over the dash too, you remember that?
Yeah. That's right. The dash was upholstered and it had all these extra gauges in it. Look at the gauges.
You don't see people doing that with cars anymore, do you?
No, not really. No, it's all like, you know, digital dashes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
What else was I banging on about? Sports steering wheel, you can see that.
Oh, the seats. The seats. Remember, it had those SAS seats in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I do. Did I? Yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
What am I doing there?
No idea.
Yeah, right. It was a very windy day, boys and girls, so I had to hold my hat a few times.
Yeah.
Window winders, had custom window winders on it. So yeah, this little oval window Beetle was a bit of a thing. Bit of a shame that it sort of ended up in this yard, but anyway, it still lives, doesn't it? I was probably talking to you there, Cameron, about, I don't know what. Beep, beep, inverted commas. Yeah, the seats. I think I'm about to start talking about the seats.
No, I think you'd mentioned it had like a funky little speaker on the firewall.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and it also had...
Don't remember that.
It also had like a fire extinguisher bracket inside of it as well.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty excited here, aren't I? Look, I was like
we were
reaching
pretty
up,
excited all day, mate.
reaching up to the sky and, you know, talking about the, I don't know.
Oh, the little window, the little windscreen.
Yeah, okay. Oval window Beetles. Let's get serious again. Oval window Beetles have a smaller front windscreen than later models, but disregard that. Now I'm under the bonnet, having a bit of a look.
That cover was
You can see that, yeah, the spare wheel in Beetles is usually carried upright in the front, but what we're looking at here is the fact that it had a lovely upholstered vinyl cover over it with the Volkswagen Wolfsburg symbol on it. Anyway, we lost that. You saw it before. What else am I banging on about, Cameron? I think I've mentioned the petrol tank. The petrol tank's under the bonnet.
There you go.
This petrol tank sits quite... Oh, yeah, there's custom wiring in this thing. Like, it was a pretty staunch little rig, wasn't it?
It was. It was a bit of kit. I reckon the bloke would have loved it back in the day.
There we go. There's the street rod badge on the back, which we mentioned earlier. So I'm looking pretty excited again. Over window, yeah. So, yeah, I do remember something else about this car. It had like a custom metallic paint on it, like an orange metallic paint, which was pretty cool. Anyway, that's the end of that, I think. So, yeah, sorry we lost the original audio, but we've tried to remember what was going on. Where did we go next, Cameron?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we're standing on some gearboxes.
We're standing on some gearboxes.
That's, you know, as you do.
As you do, like when you
just stand on some gearboxes.
When you go for a bushwalk in the snow mountains, you're absolutely guaranteed to stand on a gearbox and a roll cage, like of a buggy, because that's like a buggy thing, like a farm buggy or a shooting buggy.
Oh, tripped over a little bit there, mate.
Probably another gearbox.
Probably gearbox, yeah.
Yeah, probably. What am I doing there?
I've no idea. Oh, maybe you're transitioning.
I'm pretty excited, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, more stuff. Lots more stuff on
Jeez,
the
there was
ground.
some stuff in the
Oh,
grass
mate,
there,
there was
wasn't
so
there?
much stuff in this
It was
place.
ridiculous.
It was
I
a
think
lot
we
of
started
stuff.
talking about Bahas here, and we worked out that neither of these cars were Bahas.
That's right. Bajas, if you're new to Volkswagens, is the name for these Beetles that have been modified with the front and back cut off, which actually make them a little bit better for off-road use. So yeah, you chop the engine bay away and you chop the nose off it and you lift it up a little bit, which is easy with the Volkswagen suspension, and you can create quite a formidable off-road car. And Baja is actually the region in America where there's a big, long off-road race. A bit like the Fink here in Australia, but yeah, the Baja Peninsula, which is part of the landmass in America, down towards Mexico. You ever been there, Cameron?
No, I definitely haven't, mate.
No,
I
neither
definitely
have I.
haven't.
But put it on the bucket list, mate.
Yeah,
We need to go to Baja and see the off-road stuff happening over there.
most definitely. What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
So what you're talking about here is before cars
Yes.
had flashing indicators on them, they had little sticks, there you go, that pop
There you
out
go.
the side of the car like that.
Geez, that could be taken the wrong way, couldn't it? What I just did there.
Sure could be, especially
Anyway.
talking about German
So yeah,
cars.
this is yeah, exactly. This is the semaphore. This is the little indicator which flips out from the side of the car
it
and
does.
tells the people behind you and in front of you whether you're going to go left or right.
Does go further than that too.
Yeah, it does. That was broken. I didn't want to jam it open anymore, but
Hard to find.
it's supposed to come up to, well, horizontal pretty much, comes
Pretty
up to
much.
90 degrees. All right, what do we got here? We've got another Beetle.
It's a 60s one.
It is
So this
indeed.
is talking about the big back window.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it
Because
was
the
an
oval
Italian
window,
design, wasn't it?
um,
Back window, big one. Oh, it's gone.
oh well, do try to keep up, GT. Righto, what am I talking about here? Well, obviously it's another Beetle.
Really?
Yeah,
There were a couple there, weren't
that's
there?
it. Yeah, there was a couple there, a couple of
Oh,
hundred.
you're talking about the fuel tank.
Right.
They went to the flatter design,
Yes.
bigger cargo area.
Yes, that's right. Well, that happened in 1962 from memory.
Yep. 62 and a half, they got a fuel gauge, fun fact.
Yeah?
62 and a half.
Okay,
in
all right.
Australia.
Well, that's a little detail that I forgot.
Yeah. I only
Okay.
know that because mine's a 62 and a half.
Righto.
Yeah. That's a good looking car.
There's another Beetle, look.
It's strange.
Yeah.
We're back at the same car.
Now, what was I banging on about here?
I've no idea. I bet you it was important though.
Yeah, it was probably very, very
I reckon
important
it was
at the
very
time.
important. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would have been talking about Beetles, probably.
I'd reckon so, yeah.
Yeah, cool. More Beetles.
Well, another one.
Look at the patina on that.
I
Like,
know.
seriously.
It's fantastic. How long's it been sitting
Oh,
there?
man. Oh, here we go.
Here
Here we
we
go.
go.
Yeah, this is important. This, I'm explaining how Volkswagens are constructed here. Obviously, I'm quite excited about this too, but Volkswagens have a chassis, and the chassis is on the ground in front of me there, and behind me is the body shell, which is, well, it hasn't fallen off the chassis, but you
No,
can sort of
it's on
see
its
how
side. There it is.
how that bit there will fit onto the other bit that was in front of me in the earlier scene. There I am kicking tyres. What are we talking about here?
I've no idea. Oh,
I reckon we're talking about this Beetle.
Yeah, I reckon we are too.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
Talk about beetles a bit, don't you, mate? Do
Yeah,
you like
well,
them, do
you know, it was a big yard full of beetles.
Yeah.
We get
You
to
know
talk
what we're
about,
talking about here? That's the 1500 beetle.
Yeah,
That's when they started getting more bulbous.
1968.
Yep.
A very
that's
good
right.
year.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah.
69 was better.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Now we're talking about the different bolt pattern and everything. So
Righto,
disc brakes
yep.
in the front of them. Yeah.
Because the later Beetles from 1968 onwards in Australia had 4 stud wheels instead of 5, upright headlights, and bigger bumper bars. Oh, I just got that in time,
That
didn't
was
I?
pretty good.
Yeah.
You've
all
done this before, have you?
Yeah, I've done a little bit. So yeah, this is a Beetle 1500, VW 1500. Now that was the engine capacity. It was also the model name for the car.
It was a pretty big update for them too, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a complete, absolutely
Geez, they're
complete.
tiny motors. You can't even see it in there.
Mate, must be electric, man. Mate, there's just no battery in it.
It runs on peace and love, my brother.
Ah,
Super Beetle.
That's right. This is a Super Beetle. So
Flat
what I
screen.
would have been banging on about here is, in 1971, Volkswagen introduced the Super Beetle. It was a significant mechanical upgrade of the earlier Beetle. That's what I would have been saying, isn't it?
Pretty close to
Yeah,
it.
okay. So yeah, I suppose I would have been
What
talking
is the
about
Super
suspension
Beetle,
and
though,
stuff.
Glenn? Oh, it's got a
there we go,
McPherson
yeah.
strut in it.
That's it. Super Beetles have got coil spring front suspension. They don't have the old torsion bar front suspension like that.
And there they are together.
That's right. So the car on my right-hand side there is a Super Beetle with a round windscreen, which was introduced in 1973. So the car behind me would have been the previous generation Beetle, which they kept manufacturing beside the Super Beetle, a bit like a Belmont and a Kingswood in the Holden
Yeah,
range, or a
yeah.
Fairmont Ghia and a Falcon in the Ford range.
Yeah, standard and a deluxe.
Yeah, standard
Fancy.
and deluxe, that's it. So the Super Beetle's got a wider, deeper luggage area, and the other car doesn't. Yeah,
Because the suspension's all the way to the outside of the car.
That's
It doesn't
right.
run across it.
that's right.
Another round screen
That's
Super.
right. Yeah,
That's
look,
a really
maybe
late one, though.
maybe I should have talked about this earlier, but yeah, they put a round windscreen in the car to get the driver's head further away from the glass in a front end collision.
Yes.
So it made the car safer. Not
Whereas-
much safer, but a little bit safer.
as safe as you can make a 700 kilo car.
Yeah, as safe as you can make it. Piece of tin from 1973.
That's right. This
No,
is where we
look,
get excited about the
Obviously, I
indicators.
do like my Beetles, but I am realistic about their actual safety.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. What was I talking about here?
don't know.
think I was
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
rack
the
and
front
pinion
suspension
steering.
again. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. The very last of the Super Beetles had rack and pinion steering and the indicators in the front bumper bar. And that's how you can tell the rack and pinion cars, because of the indicators in the front bumper bar.
Exactly.
Did I get that out? No, I didn't get it out in
not
time.
even
Anyway,
close. We actually have audio for this scene.
Oh, do we?
We can cut to the one with audio in it now if you'd like.
right, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, there you go. We've
We'll
just
stop banging on.
Hopefully we've just fixed up our bit of Here's a little bit more DAC tech trivia for you. Prior to the 1970s, all the air to cool the engine was drawn in through these vents below the back window. But by the early 70s, with a little bit more horsepower from the 1500 engine, things began to run a bit hotter. So Volkswagen came up with a fix. It put a couple of holes in the engine lid to allow more air in. But then, a couple of years later, Volkswagen added even more vents to the engine lid. So the more powerful 1600 engines could run cooler and more reliably. There's so much good stuff in this yard. This car is a 1974 1300 Beetle. We've been talking about Super Beetles today. The Super Beetle was like the premium model. Volkswagen continued to build the flat screen bugs with the torsion bar front suspension right up until 1975. This is one of those cars. The thing for enthusiasts is it's got lower gearing. This gearbox actually gives a performance street car better acceleration. So I might buy that gearbox. I'm a bit sad now. All these happy cars, they're sort of not at their best anymore, are they? up until the late 1940s, most Volkswagens were the Beetle, but in the early 1950s, it introduced what we now know as the Combi, the Volkswagen Transporter. It's a one-box design car that's called the Transporter because it transports stuff.
And people.
Oh yeah, and people. The split-screen Combi or the split-screen Transporter survived until the late 1960s in Germany. It was replaced by a fresh body style. This is known as the bay window. The window's a lot bigger. It's one piece. It's a lot wider. The first of these are known as the low lights, and I'll tell you why. The indicators are down low, and then a few years later, Volkswagen relocated the windows, goodness me, the indicators to up higher on the nose of the car. The third generation of Volkswagen's commercial vehicle range arrived in, I think it was 1981. This is it. Nice big windscreen, nice bluff styling. I reckon these things are all right. There was a delivery van version. And there's also a version with seats out the back for taking all your mates to the pub. Interestingly, well, I think it's interesting anyway, the first of these 1980s Combis had an air-cooled motor. It was based loosely on the version of the 1970s, but later, as technology progressed, Volkswagen installed a water-cooled motor, a coolant-cooled motor. And the difference is visible on the outside. The water-cooled ones have got an extra grille. And, in the late 1980s, I think it was 1989, there was even a four-wheel drive version called the Synchro. What's that? It's like a Combi full of engine bits, of course. What a great idea. These are the barrels of a Volkswagen engine. That's what the piston, I won't jam it in so it's not going to fit, but that's what the piston travels up and down in. Instead of having a solid block of, say, 4 cylinders, Volkswagen engines, most of them have 4 individual barrels, or pots as we call them. And yeah, that's what makes it work. What do we have here? It's a pretty big Combi, isn't it? Yeah. It's very large. I didn't think Combis got this big. Holy doly. Tickets, please.
Geez, there's some stuff in there.
Well, they're all like, they're brand new bumper bar brackets for Beetles. Oh, should I climb up and have a closer look? Yes, why not? Holy cow. Holy moly. Oh. Okay, we've got, man, there's just like stacks of stuff. Rocker covers. There's, what's that? Master cylinder, brake master cylinder. We've got performance pulleys, like that's the little pulley that turns the fan on the Volkswagen engine. I mentioned these bumper bar brackets earlier. What's in there? Tail lights, I don't know what they're off. Oil coolers, there's a jack there, there's camshafts, crankshafts. I'm standing on top of 44-gallon drums. Oh no, they're only half drums, but anyway. Just so much stuff. Window trims. What was that? Hubcaps. Just push rods. Gearbox, half shaft, cylinder heads. And I haven't even got to the back door yet. Oh. Yeah, we'll keep going. Cameron's got an escape route organised for us. Fan belts, boxes, dash clusters. Like, look, not all this stuff's Volkswagens. Window winder, that's Volkswagen. What have we got down here? Oh, man, oh man. Oh yeah, just in case you're wondering, the owner of the site said, yeah, I can do this. I'm not actually being a complete smarty pants, but man, oh man, shock absorbers. Oh, my favourite, Bilstein dampers. I do like Bilsteins. They're really good under the back of a Beetle for making them go fast. I might leave those just here. Might make an offer on those. So much stuff. So much stuff. We're not here to do Aussie muscle, the Fairlanes V8s today, are we? We've got to do Beetles. Oh. Oh. Volkswagens. Can you actually see this car against in its camouflage against the background? In the early 1960s, Volkswagen introduced a third model range. It had the Beetle, it had the Combi, along came what's known as the Type 3. This car was a little bit more conventionally styled than the Beetle. It was a bit more box-like, it had more room for passengers. It had a very similar chassis underneath it. The engine was still in the back and it was still air-cooled. And these cars arrived in, I think it was 1964. Quite popular in Australia. This is the station wagon version. There was a sedan version, and that's what's known as the fastback. One of the terrific features of these Type 3s was the fact that there was a boot, like a luggage area in the back. The engine lived underneath, and there was a big boot up the front. There's not only like complete cars here, there's all these bits. Like that's a complete chassis. Just lying here. I remember when I was a little kid, and we're going back a couple of decades, I was fascinated by a Volkswagen chassis. My parents had a house in the suburbs with a block of land next to it. And there was a chassis, Volkswagen chassis like this on that block of land. And apparently, and I've got vague memories of this, but apparently when I was a little kid, if mum couldn't find me in the house, she'd go to the block of land next door, and that's where I'd be. I'd be sitting on this chassis looking at the bits of the Volkswagen. Tiny little glimpses of that memory for me, but mum still brings it up every Christmas and birthday. There isn't quite the same passion for the Volkswagen Golf as there is for the Beetle and the Combi, but the Golf arrived in 1974, I think. This was the car that was supposed to replace the Beetle, but the Beetle and its Combi brother continued on for another 40 years. Don't get me wrong, the Golf is a good car, but it just didn't have that popularity that the Bugs and the Combis did. And there's stacks of them. Just look at all this. Yeah, getting rid of tyres is a bit difficult. I know that from experience, but we've just spotted, whoops, in here, pretty much my favourite wheel. Bathurst Globe, or a Performance Globe. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, I reckon if we have a look around, well, there's a toolkit, look. 1, 2, 3. That's a wider one, that's a 7-inch. That's a 6-inch, so that can go with that one. Oh, there's another 7-inch. I looked for like 18 months to find a set of these a couple of years ago. There's another 7-inch. There's another 7-inch. Like, you're gonna have to make an offer on this stuff, Cameron. Oh no, I don't need to because I already have mine.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have these.
No,
GT already has them.
Because we can't have the same wheels on our Volkswagens.
Well, let's go.
So no.
Let's go and find some 7-inch hot wires or something.
But yeah, I mean, I still want to buy them. There's another Bathurst, one of those 5-stud things. I like those. Did I say that? That might be. I'm gonna. Yeah, that can go over there because I'm going to take that over there to that other pile of wheels. But what else have we got? Oh. The Sonic. I think that's what they call that. Oranger Sonic, Australian. Should I call it an icon? Maybe not. How many of these are there? I can only see one. Oh, there's another one. 1, 2. Is there another 2 here somewhere? Nah, what a shame. So much stuff.
Oh, well, at least you only got 2.
Yeah, well, you know, they could go on a trailer or something, I suppose.
Oh, you don't want them?
No, I don't want them. Why would... Say again?
This looks confusing.
I see what you did there. Yeah, righto. I know we're here to look at Volkswagens, but that Cruiser looks all right.
I'm not going to lie, I had a look at that before. It's
Ah.
pretty solid, actually.
Well, they rust around the roof, don't they?
Yeah,
Often.
the roof's pretty good on that one.
All right. Another suitcase full of $100 notes.
Yep.
It's going to be an expensive trip when we come back here. It's a shame. A lot of these panels have just been lying here on the ground for a long time, and you can see that they've just filled up with leaves and grass and whatever else. That's not good for panels like this. I reckon that's going to be rusty. Oh well, better get a skip bit in and we'll fill it up and sell it for 25 bucks a tonne or whatever steel's worth these days. Bit of a shame, but anyway, there's more good stuff than bad stuff. If we tied that handle to a piece of rope to the back of a car, we could go skidding on paddocks.
Yeah, take it to the ski fields.
Yeah, like a toboggan. Yeah. No, I meant like on grass. Like what I might have done when I was a bit younger and more stupid. The owner showed us this a bit earlier today. Just a shipping container full of stuff. Yeah, come in a bit close. Careful, Cameron. Quick, be careful. I don't want the camera hurt. Yeah, just where do you start? It's all headlight components for Volkswagens. The speedos in here. Like, just stacks of stuff. Like, I don't know how. Yeah.
How are you supposed to catalogue it all?
I don't know. I guess I was just, brain overload. All these headlight rims. I mean, there's people out there that need this stuff. And it goes for, well, how long's the shipping container? Pretty long. Look at all this. Now, I don't know if these are new or second hand. Obviously, these boxes is what the engine components arrive in Australia in. I'm kind of tempted to have, oh, here we go. Here's one I can get a look at. Yeah, okay, that's been run in an engine, but I guess it's been retained because it's still got some life left in it. I suppose. This is all door hardware. The latches that hold your doors closed on your car, your Beetle, and your bonnet. Like, it's just, I don't know. Is this like an exploded cardboard box or what? Like, that looks like it's brand new and it's just been sitting outdoors for a decade. Wow. Bits and bits and bits and bits and bits and bits and kangaroo poo. Mazda Bongo. Now, you might wonder what a Mazda Bongo is doing in a collection of Volkswagens. Well, I'll show you. The Mazda Bongo is the box that all these Volkswagen drive shafts are being kept in. Of course. Should go further than that, shouldn't it? That'll do. Yeah, I might buy a couple of these because I sometimes break these when I'm doing silly shit like drag racing. So it's always good to have a few spares, and there's plenty here. Stacks and stacks and stacks. Whew, all right. We've just spotted some stuff through the windscreen of this storage van. Yeah, wow. Lots of these parts in here. This bloke's really been looking ahead. That's a like a bay combi trailing arm, rear suspension bit. That looks like it's brand new. Here's the other one, and yeah, it is. It's still got plastic on it. Most of the plastic's disappeared, but like, wow, new old stock Volkswagen bits. Let's hope they find a home. All these doors, like that's yeah, type 3, mostly type 3s by the looks of things. That's a Beetle door. Yeah, this is obviously the type 3 door stash. What do we got down there? Motors. Let's go and have a look. Oh look, there's more motors over there. Oh look, there's more motors over there. Like, just stuff. What do we got? 1600 twin port, so that's a 1970s like Super Beetle motor or combi motor. I can tell by the shape of the intake system. Another one, unfortunately that's probably going to be cactus because it's going to have water in the carburettor. I guess the idea was with these tarpaulins to protect the engines, but the tarpaulins are kind of rotted. Being out in the weather's killed them, but oh, I just want to take them all, fix them up. What else? Another motor. Looks like a combi motor, just sitting on its nose. More stuff. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. Brake drums, brake discs, just piles of stuff. It's astonishing, really. It's kind of really cool and kind of sad at the same time. What do we got here, mate?
Oh, wow.
Lots more stuff.
Lots more stuff.
I don't think I even want to try going in there. Gearboxes. Like, oh, I will go in there. I can't not go in there. That old mate did say that was all right, so I don't feel bad about it. Yeah, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 30 or 40 1970s combi gearboxes here. These gearboxes were really popular back in the day for off-road racing buggies. They're tough. They've got a good differential ratio for a high revving, like twin cam Japanese motor, like a Mazda or a Toyota V6. So yeah, off-road racing events used a lot of combi gearboxes. For that reason, there's lots of aftermarket parts available for them. And for that reason, they're popular. And for that reason, they're worth good money. Yeah, this is a bit of a gold mine, to be honest. Hurly dooly. Well, good on this bloke for keeping all this stuff. It could have all been turned into, you know, tin cans 30 years ago.
Well, let's hope it doesn't.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I guess that's where I was going with that. It's still here. I just hope the fella can get it out there and get it all sold. Get it for sale and get it sold. But that's up to him in his own time. And yeah, we'll keep you informed.
You reckon there's enough in there?
I'm overwhelmed. I feel like I don't know, in another dimension right now. What is going on in here? where do you start? I must have said that like 10 times today. What do we got? Well, a lot of people would call this junk, but there's jewels of stuff in here for us. I don't know. What do we got? Magazines. Oh, right, of course. Christophorus. I think it's how you say it. That's Porsche's little promotional magazine. April, May 2006. Wow, I mean, cassettes. My goodness. Summer 88. Various artists. You would have been rocking that in your cassette player in your HQ Holden back in the day, or no, yeah, sorry, in your
Passat.
Yeah, in your Passat. Hits of '89, Volume 1. Original hits. This is cool. Okay, this is not Volkswagen stuff, but we all love having a bit of a scrounge around. Well, I know I do. I wonder if they still work. The cassette. Man, oh man. Oh goodness. $5.99. Save $11. Wow. Goodness gracious. What else we got? Rocket On, Volume 2. Oh, Elvis Presley. Oh, get in there. This van is just full of stuff.
As are most of the vans here.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not just this one. Every door we open, there's just stuff. Stuff and more stuff. So, what are we going to find here, boys and girls? Oh no. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, maybe not. Oh, of course, more pistons and barrels, more Volkswagen engine parts, more combi dashboards and fuel tanks and heater parts and door cards and a steering wheel and overwhelming. folks, we hope you've enjoyed walking with us around this amazing collection of Volkswagens here in southern New South Wales, Australia. Yeah, look, as we said earlier, this is not a wrecking yard. This is a collection. This is a whole stack of stuff owned by one bloke. And this one bloke has been talking to us about he's thinking about selling all these cars. He wants to sell them whole when he does get around to selling them. We'll do our best to keep you informed of that. So our fellow Aussie Volkswagen enthusiasts can maybe come in and buy some of these cars. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We have. I'm Glenn Torrance. Holding the camera is Cameron Jordan. We're addicted to cars, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
I like how all of these Volkswagens, and I love Volkswagens, don't get me wrong. Out of all of these Volkswagens, somehow I find this. I want this one.
Oh, what have we got? 5 litre Fairlane.
In a VW yard.
It's it. Look at that. Oh shit, this is a go.
Oh no.
Well, not really. It's missing its.
Oh, there's a Brumby too.
What?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's not just.
I shouldn't be allowed to come to places like this.
Oh man, that's a semi. Yeah, there's a few other dead cars lying around.